Jesus for me has become a friend over time. I was very confused in the early years as to how to separate the Trinity, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. I wasn't quite sure who I was meant to pray to and what their functions were and who was who, but they're all one, and it was really confusing for me. But over time, Jesus has become the very real and tangible friend that I needed in my life. I remember this one time I was standing in a church. We were just visiting, and it was a very small church, and everything was normal, and they asked if anybody wanted to come up and just receive Jesus again, then to do that. And it's not like I was far away from him or anything. I just felt in my heart that it was something that I wanted to do. So I went up the front, and no one was there to pray for you or anything. It was just something that people could do for themselves, which is kind of nice sometimes, to just make that commitment and just be there and talk to Jesus yourself. And I didn't realize at the time that he had something he wanted to deal with in my heart, which was the sadness of the little girl of breaking away from her father. And I didn't even know that. Again, I was married and happy and life was good. And when I went down the front, I just started to pray and, Jesus, I want you to come into my life afresh. And I just put my hands up, and I don't want to sound like a crazy person, but I nearly felt him, and I saw him come and give me a tangible hug. And it was so crazy. And I've never experienced that since. It was just that once-off time. And I was standing there kind of like this, would have looked rather strange. And I just remember him saying to me, I'm so sorry that happened. And, your Father in heaven loves you so much, and he'll never leave you. And that wasn't meant to be for you. And he was just explaining things to me. He was just like, I'm sorry, and I know that pain. And I didn't even know that pain was there. But it was as if just this heaviness just lifted off my chest as I was just getting the best hug I've ever gotten in my entire life. So for me, since that point, Jesus has been very real. So if I'm sitting there having a cup of tea and I'm struggling with something or thinking about something, I can feel as if he's sitting right there with me, and I can have a conversation with him. And I know it sounds pretty crazy, but it's a wonderful, wonderful relationship to be able to have that I carry always with me. And he's always by my side and ready to give me the love and the help and the advice and the support that I need in any situation.